That cardinal tapping your window every morning is not confused. It is not lost. And it has not mistaken its reflection for a rival. It has been watching you, specifically you, for weeks. And today, it made a decision about you. Most people never find out what that decision was, because most people never ask the right question. They ask, why does it keep coming back to the glass? The real question is, why does it keep coming back to you? The answer is more fascinating and more personal than you might expect. Let's start with what science actually tells us. The northern cardinal is one of the most territorially faithful birds in all of North America. Researchers at the Cornell Lab of Ornithology have documented that cardinals maintain precise mental maps of their territory, often as small as 2 or 3 acres, and they memorize every detail within it, every branch, every feeder, every window. And every human they have observed through that glass. Wildlife researchers, including the pioneering work of Dr. John Marzluff at the University of Washington, have documented that birds can distinguish individual human faces with remarkable accuracy. Not just a person, you, specifically your posture, your height, the particular way you stand near the kitchen window in the morning. That cardinal is not looking at a reflection, it is looking for you. Now yes, the behavior often begins with territory. A male cardinal spots his reflection and reads it as a rival. Another male inside his claimed space. He taps, he flutters, he returns day after day. Breeding season, instinct, pure biology. But here is the part most people never notice. The territorial phase fades. Breeding season ends. The reflection is no longer a biological threat. And yet, the cardinal keeps coming back. Ornithologists call this sight fidelity. The tendency of a bird to return to a specific location, not out of instinct, but out of learned preference. Your window has become a learned preference, which means the question shifts entirely. It is no longer, why does this bird keep coming to my window? It is, what has this bird decided about the person on the other side of it? I want you to sit with something for a moment. Cardinals are not social wanderers. They do not drift from yard to yard searching for novelty. When a cardinal returns to a location, day after day, week after week, it has made a specific, considered decision. This place is safe. This place is reliable. This place is worth coming back to. And your window is part of that place. Think about what that bird has been observing. The feeder you fill without being asked. The water you keep clean even on cold mornings. The quiet way you move through your own yard. That bird has been watching all of it. It has measured your consistency. It has tracked your patterns. It has decided whether you are the kind of presence that can be trusted. And it has decided that you are. A wild animal, one with no obligation to you, no dependency on you, no reason to return except its own choice, has decided your window is worth coming back to. Out of every yard on your street, every branch in your neighborhood, every pane of glass it could have chosen. It chose yours. Day after day, it chose you. Now, some of you watching this are in the middle of something quiet and heavy. Maybe you lost someone you loved. Maybe life has shifted in ways you're still adjusting to. Maybe this cardinal keeps showing up, and you found yourself wondering if there is a meaning beyond the science. And some of you are simply people who have always loved birds, who find something grounding in watching wild things go about their lives just outside your door. Both of those things are true. And this bird belongs to both of you equally, because across centuries of human observation, the cardinal has carried one consistent thread: the idea that something worth returning to never fully disappears. Whether you find that in science or something deeper, the truth underneath it is the same. This small, wild, free creature chose your window. That is not nothing. That is actually quite extraordinary. If you want to deepen that connection, to go from a bird that visits to a bird that truly trusts you, here are 3 things that will change everything. Tip 1. Place a feeder within 15 feet of that window. Cardinals feel most secure at feeders positioned between 4 and 6 feet off the ground, with a wide, flat tray rather than small perches. And the food? Black oil sunflower seeds only. Cardinals will sort through an entire feeder looking for these and ignore everything else. Save them the effort. One food, one feeder, near your window. You are not starting from scratch. That bird already knows your window. You are simply giving it one more reason to stay. Tip 2. Let yourself be seen. Most of us instinctively step back when a wild bird comes close, but cardinals habituate to calm, consistent human presence faster than almost any other backyard species. Sit near that window at the same time each morning. Do not make sudden movements, do not tap the glass, just be there. Within 2 to 3 weeks, most people notice their cardinal moving closer, landing longer, watching more directly. You are not intruding on its world. You are becoming part of it. Tip 3. If it is hitting the glass, protect it. Repeated window strikes, even gentle tapping, can cause cumulative stress and occasional injury over time. Bird-safe collision tape, placed in a grid on the outside of the glass, breaks up the reflection without blocking your view. One important detail most people miss: check the tape every few weeks. Sunlight degrades adhesive over time. A fresh strip every season means your cardinal has a safe window to return to every single day of the year. And something remarkable tends to happen after you do this. The cardinal stops fixating on the glass, and it starts focusing on what is beyond it. The feeder, the yard, you. That is when the real relationship begins. Do all 3 of these things, and something will shift. Not just in your yard, in how you see it. Because once a wild animal begins to trust you, once it chooses to stay near you when it has every reason not to, you start paying attention differently. You start noticing things you walked past your entire life without ever really seeing. That cardinal at your window is not lost. It is a wild creature with a precise memory and a deeply considered sense of the humans it has chosen to observe, that has looked at everything available to it in this world and chosen to come back to yours, again, and again, and again. If today changed the way you think about the birds outside your window, subscribe to Wild Yard Secrets, because the most extraordinary wildlife on Earth is not in a jungle or a nature documentary. It is 12 feet from your kitchen window. And most people walk past it every single day without ever knowing what it is doing, what it is saying, or what it has already decided about them. And next week, the moment goes completely silent. All the birds in your yard gone at once without warning. Most people think nothing of it, but that silence is one of the most precise alarm systems in the natural world, and what triggers it might be closer to your yard than you think. I will see you there.